das?
He's latched. He's latched. He won't let go. Won't let go.
Was ist das? Nee, wir skippen aber ein bisschen, oder? Also, wir skippen.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, nee, wir lassen.
Woo,
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Untertitel sind an, falls jemand braucht.
Believe it or not, it's one of
Wait, warte, braucht die Untertitel auf Deutsch? Wait. Spanisch, Englisch. Oh, es gibt nur Spanisch, Englisch. Ja, okay, dann Englisch, sorry.
the most famous creatures ever featured on the Brave Wilderness channel. That's right.
Mal gucken.
The original Bloodworm video now has over 73 million views. But in that original adventure, we did leave a few things on the table that are definitely worth revisiting. Namely, the venomous bite of this creature. Actually, did Coyote take a bite?
Oh!
Yay!
Did it bite you?
He got me!
I got that!
He got me! I felt it. It was a little pinch.
Let me see. Where'd he get you?
Right there. Right in the crux of my finger.
War, Digga. Soll ich drücken? Ja.
I think we can do better than just a pinch.
Da kommt
for one of the
gleich
world's
gut.
only
Werden, wenn.
venomous worms. In fact, we learned something very important about this creature between the last adventure and today.
Digga, sieht mies eklig aus.
On camera. But before I go
NDU. NDU sind die ersten drei Vornamen von meinen, die ersten drei Buchstaben von meinem Nachnamen. Deswegen NDU. NDU, Duquidi. Duquidi. Bald, du wirst es überall hören. Meine kleinen Brüder werden Fußballer. Du wirst sehen, du wirst den Nachnamen überall
getting
hören.
myself chomped.
Aber ja,
this new
die ersten drei Buchstaben von meinem Nachnamen.
We need to find a whole lot more worms than just this one. Let's keep digging.
Also, ich hatte früher noch einen Account mit Jaurès 17. Und der wurde aber gesperrt, schon ein bisschen lange jetzt. Ja, 17 ist einfach nur mein Lieblingsnummer, deswegen.
For prey in the tidal mudflats of both the Atlantic and Pacific coasts of the United States and Canada. They have also earned the nickname sludge worm, since their habitat consists of thick mud and quicksand that can easily swallow your boots whole. To find these slimy predators, worm diggers use special rakes to quickly peel back mud and reveal worms on the move that could be sold as prize fishing bait. And while they
can't, dachte eigentlich 17 meinte, Alter, nein, ich bin 20. Bin dieses Jahr 20 geworden.
Some of the best worm diggers in Maine can collect up to 1,000 worms a day, with the largest ones growing up to 15 inches long.
Wow.
After hours of digging and covered head to toe in mud and sweat, we filled a bucket and set the stage for one of the worst bites we've ever filmed. Welcome to the Bloodworm bite table. What I have in front of me here are 5 very large bloodworms. No, these are not your granddad's night crawlers, folks. These are natural-born killers. Armed with 4 venomous fangs and an appetite to match, we have been told that these worms pack one heck of a bite. Some people say that it's like a bee sting. Locals have even told us that they've seen worm diggers crawling out of the mudflats in near tears from being bitten by these carnivorous worms. But there's one key piece of information that we learned from the original Bloodworm video to today, and that is you can actually head a bloodworm. Similar to how a herpetologist would head a venomous snake to keep it from biting them, I will actually attempt to grab the proboscis once it shoots out and then intentionally inflict my first bite. And yes, I said first bite. There's going to be more than one. Now what I'm going to try to do is head the proboscis, and while I'm attempting to do this, let's review some of the most interesting facts about this bizarre marine oddity. The bloodworm is a venomous segmented worm that hunts invertebrates and other marine creatures. Armed with 4 razor-sharp fangs and a projectile mouth called a proboscis, they are voracious predators and are as aggressive as they are bizarre. One of the most shocking things about these worms is how normal they can appear and then in a split second transform into one of the most alien-looking life forms you've ever seen. And as if this wasn't creepy enough, things get even worse. Once the bloodworm has its prey ensnared in those hooked jaws, it will inject it with a paralyzing venom that incapacitates the victim, so it can be digested and eaten alive. This venom is chemically similar to that of a scorpion and is known to cause severe reactions in humans, including burning, tissue damage, and anaphylactic shock. Please do not attempt what you're about to see.
Okay.
Almost got it. Ah, I missed it. Oh, come on. All right.
Okay, hat den.
I got it.
Oh, das aussieht.
Bite me. That is the proboscis of one of the biggest bloodworms I have ever seen. Holy.
Wie sehen die überhaupt, was da ist? Doch nix.
Moly.
Achso,
That's over a
Wie meinst du das? Die kommen ja raus,
for
mäßig.
sure. Okay, time to get bitten by one of the only venomous worms on the planet, the bloodworm. Got a good hold on it.
Also ich überlege gerade, soll ich meine Cam irgendwie oben links machen? Ich weiß noch. Also keine Augen, so weißt du. Ach so. Ja, das ist doch, manche brauchen keine Augen. Die gehen mit fucking anderen Gefühlen. Manche gehen doch, die haben so, keine Ahnung. Manche Tiere haben doch so Ultraschallwellen und so, benutzen dann sich so, um fortzubewegen. You know? Er lässt sich beißen. Uiuiui.
Ah!
Oh, guck mal, wie es aussieht. Er kann nicht rausziehen.
Ah, he won't let go. He won't let go.
Boah. Er ist drin.
Ah. Oh, he's in. Go, he's really
Er wird dicker.
I can't get him off.
Er wird dicker.
He's biting me. Oh, he's got me good.
Oh. Ich weiß nicht.
Yeah, he got me. Oh, man, didn't break the skin. It was definitely latched into me, but its fangs, I don't think are long enough to break the skin of my finger. I wonder if I try on a softer part. Let's try my wrist.
Halbe Blut weg.
A little bit thinner there, a little bit softer. All right, here we go. Let's go in for the second bite.
Gottes
On
Willen.
three.
Nochmal ein Bite.
1,
Weil er nicht durchgekommen ist durch seinen Finger.
2, 3. Oh yeah. Oh yep. See him tug on the skin. Ah, he's latched. He's
Oh
latched.
mein Gott.
Yeah. Oh, I can't get him off.
So, erkranken, wenn ihr wisst, was ich meine. Ich
Yeah,
glaube,
he's got me.
der mir
Keep
direkt so
rolling, keep
einen
rolling. I'm gonna try to pry him
Heilungstrank,
off.
you know? Einen auf Minecraft.
It's really latched on.
Die haben direkt Heal Potion.
Come on, let go.
Oh.
He won't let go. I won't let go.
Digga,
Gotta
zieh,
get him off.
Junge, zieh!
Oh.
Nur wieder halbe Blut weg.
Oh yeah. That was a full-on bloodworm bite. Boy, that burns. Gosh, you get that shot? Those fangs were all the way latched in.
Boah, nee.
Oh, that burns.
Nee.
Ooh, man, yes.
Er sagt, yes.
You can see that
Er ist
there
mies
wasn't
geil drauf.
much blood produced from the
Ist es
bite,
dicker
but I've
geworden?
got blisters forming, and that's likely due to all the inflammation and
ja,
swelling.
okay.
I feel it in the nervous
Dicker
system.
geworden.
My wrist is screaming right now. Super painful burning sensation, a lot like a wasp or a bee sting. Those fangs are like little talons, and it just grabs right through the skin.
Man gibt ihm Heal Potion.
They were like barbs
Was
on a
erklärt
fishing
er?
hook. They were just in there, and really, I wasn't able to get the worm off until it decided
Mal
to relax a
trauen,
little
das
bit.
Ding
and
wieder
pried it
anzuschauen.
back. Those fangs
Ist
are
so.
definitely sharp enough.
Wird direkt wegrennen.
Yikes, that hurt.
Bleib lieber zu Hause und
Now that
zocke,
we've
ich streame.
witnessed
Brauchst du was
what a
nicht.
single
Brauchst du was nicht.
bloodworm is capable of, let's see what happens when I submerge my hands in over 100 of them.
Was?
Do bloodworms hunt in packs? We're about to find out. Before I attempt to feed my
Wie,
hands to these
was?
four-fanged terrors,
Okay,
let's
ich will
take a look
sehen.
at what
Ich
they
will
do
sehen.
to some normal prey from the wild. While related and very similar looking to bloodworms, the sandworm is not nearly as formidable. And after a short time in a small aquarium, we can see they are also very much their food. The venomous bloodworms attacked and broke down the sandworms quickly. And what you're seeing now are signs of both chewing and dismemberment.
Wenn er oder alles sieht, wir gucken das jetzt zu Ende. Wir gucken das Ende.
A clear sign of active predation. If you thought one bloodworm bite was bad,
Macht er nicht wirklich. Er macht es nicht wirklich, Bro.
whoa! Look
Pack die
at
mal wieder
all
rein.
these worms. That is a container filled with over 100
Ja.
bloodworms in this
Ja,
tank.
über 100.
I'm
Er lässt
going
sich
to
jetzt
attempt
beißen
to
von denen.
submerge my hands
Safe.
into this tank of
Let's go.
bloodworms for 2 minutes. All enough to figure out,
2 Minuten.
do bloodworms
Digga, vergeht der mal.
ready? On 3. 1,
Let's go, 2 Minuten.
2,
Wir sehen.
3. Oh, that feels so weird.
Wann beißen die? Wann beißen die?
Ah, I just took my first bite. Hit me on the pinky. It was a bite and release. Oh, I could feel them. Yeah, I could feel more proboscis going.
Oh,
Like you could feel them tense up and then poof,
Digga.
fires out. Ah, The anticipation is killing me. If you could see them wriggling, they have their little sensory tips, sensing their environment for anything that they can eat or get those jaws on.
Oh mein Gott.
I could see a lot of them are shooting their proboscis out already. They sense something foreign in their environment. I gotta look away. This is like too much anxiety.
Die bereiten sich gerade vor, er bekommt keine Bisse richtig.
This has got to be the creepiest thing I have ever done in my entire life.
Das kommt hoch, wenn ihr auf die Seite geht.
So disgusting, feeling all those worms wriggling around my fingers. One thing that we noticed earlier is that as soon as one of them fires their proboscis, it seems to create a rapid fire effect. They all do it at the same time.
They're going crazy.
They are. Feel them wriggling around my fingers. Oh man. Oh yeah. Got another one.
Ich glaube, jetzt geht's los, oder? Komm, die beißen jetzt alle hintereinander. Pam, 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 pam.
So creepy. All right. How much time left?
30 seconds left.
All right. This has got to be the longest 2 minutes of my life. 2 minutes feels like an eternity.
Es beißen gar nicht so viele, zum Glück. Er hat Glück.
Oh, the bloodworm bite tank. Oh, this is horrible.
Nein, Digga, nein.
Give me a countdown.
5.
Got me again.
3.
That's 3.
2. 1.
Ja, er zittert. Die lassen auch immer direkt los. Okay. Mit der andere hat aber...
on the pinky on this side. And I got 2 nips between my fingers. Here and here. Definitely got nipped 3 times. Wow. That was weird.
Aber
what a crazy
die haben noch direkt losgelassen.
On the Brave Wilderness channel. Well, I don't know if we can definitively say that bloodworms like to hunt in packs, but I'll tell you this. They sure don't mind sharing a meal. But man, that original bite, that was a serious chomp from a bloodworm. It is absolutely swollen and very tender to the touch. I have a feeling I'm gonna be in pain for quite a while on that one.
Hä?
And
lässt einfach. Benutzt euch mal Heal Potion.
The bite of a bloodworm was no joke and ended up becoming one of the most painful experiences I've endured so far. Overnight, the swelling increased dramatically, and the burning around the bite spread to my hand and up my arm, nearly locking my wrist. Then, days after the initial pain subsided, I had a secondary reaction, where the bite zone flared up with an aggressive rash and itched at least twice as much as poison ivy. In all, it took
Warum 3 Wochen später? Hallo? Nimm mal Heal Potion.
weeks to heal from the bloodworm venom. And I'm here to officially say the scary rumors of bloodworms are 100% true.
Danke für die Rose. Kuss geht raus.
While these creatures are an important part of the intertidal ecosystem and a valued resource for fishing towns across Maine, you absolutely want to avoid their bite at all costs.
Nee. Sowieso. Ich gebe euch mal diesen Gebieter.
Exclamation point.
Ein bisschen. Nee. Gottes Willen. Hat Give It All gespendet. Was jetzt wirklich danke für. Was ist das? Ein Rad? Ich weiß noch, gestern, als ich gestreamt habe, Leute haben irgendwas gefaked oder so. Irgendwie. Das sah so, als ob die gespendet haben, aber die haben nicht gespendet. Mies komisch. FIFA 23, 200 plus Ratings. Stimmt. Leute auf Xbox konnten schon FIFA spielen, weil EA wieder so einen Fehler gemacht hat und die konnten schon in FIFA reingehen. Ja, ich weiß nicht, ob jemand von euch FIFA spielt, aber FIFA 23 wird Mutter gefickt. Ich werde so FIFA 23 zocken. Boah. Ich muss kurz gucken, ob Leute noch Velo spielen. Julian wollte ja 5er Kill, ne? Der spielt auch noch. Team Rosen, oh je. Oh, danke für die Rosen. Kuss geht raus. Komm, wir gucken noch ein paar alte Videos von Baba Means.
Ich glaube, Kindergärtner ist der richtige Job für ihn.
Leute, Hamburg kann nicht entscheiden.